It's day 73 of my 100 days of silver stacking. And today I've got a really exciting episode because it's the launch of my Rock Tour style t-shirts in support of the JDRF. JDRF is the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, and I'm really asking for everybody's support. We did such a great job raising money for the Sick Kids Foundation last time. I think we can do even better this time. I have a goal of $2,000, and these shirts are really going to help us get there. Remember to check out my website, canadiansilversaver.com, and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, and even Pinterest now. If you like the video, remember to thumbs up, share it, and also leave a comment. I'll get back to you. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. Canadian Silver Saver here, and I'm very excited to bring you today's episode because we're going to announce the launch of my t-shirt, which is going to be for another charity drive. I can't say thank you enough to everybody in the community, my friends that helped out, and we reached $1,400 that we were able to donate to the Sick Kids Hospital last time. Now this time I'm going to do another charity that's very personal and close to home for me, and that's because I've been supporting this charity for about 8 years now. And when my company that I worked with before, I was actually the local ambassador and spokesperson for the company before things ended with them. And I still have a great relationship with them and the charity, and I just feel very passionate about helping them out. And the charity that I'm supporting with my t-shirts, which you can see here, is the JDRF Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. And this is to help children and others living and struggling with type 1 diabetes. Now, like I said, I've been doing this for many years with the company, doing speeches in 3 cities in the area. It was interesting how that started out. It was just one year somebody didn't make it to the event, and they asked if I would do the speech, and on the spot I did it, and it kind of went from there, and I've enjoyed every moment of it all the time. It's just been a blast. You can see some of the shots of what I've been involved in, and I get a little choked up talking about it because you know, I go there and you see how many of these kids, and they're little, everybody. They're tiny little kids, and some of them are teenagers too, but they're struggling to live day to day where they have to stop what they're doing, watch what they're eating, go off to the side, and give themselves their medicine with a needle. You know, if they don't do it, they won't make it to the next day. In the middle of the night, most of them have to wake up and take their medicine. And this is something they all live with every single day. And when you see these kids, and these kids make speeches too, and they're so grown up and mature about it, and you know they clearly have had to grow up faster than a lot of people because of the severity of what they're dealing with, and knowing that if they don't take their medicine, they won't make it the next day. And it comes out of nowhere. The one year the young man came up, he was a young teenager, and he was fine. He was doing stuff for school. He was an athlete. He'd just been tested for his team, and everything was good to go. And then a couple days later, he just got really, really sick and passed out, and they took him to the hospital. They found out he had type 1 diabetes, and his life changed overnight. And if you know anybody living with diabetes of any kind, just imagine a small child, tiny child, living with that to start their day. You know, at these events, it's great to see these kids with so much courage and passion to help this out. And last year, my local walk that I was a part of, the one that we did, we raised $46,000. Another one we raised $38,000, and then a third walk we raised $106,000. Not my own team, but obviously the walks themselves, and that is just phenomenal in a small little area that I live in, those 3 cities, and just wonderful to see the support, the community get together. There's events, there's games, and we just have a great time. So I am putting together a team this year for the same thing because I've given to this charity for so long. I remember one year, the first year, I was walking around and I brought a half dozen watermelons and just chopped them all up to keep and had them in a cooler cut up ready to go off to the side so people could just grab some watermelon whenever they needed. And the smiles on their faces when you give them a little treat, or when they come over to the bouncy castle and they have a good time. And And then you see them walk up and listen to the speeches that are being made. And all the kids stand there listening because they know how important this is. And so I really hope that I can give back again this year. And I'm reaching out to my friends in the YouTube community for support with this. We'll be selling my t-shirts. The t-shirts themselves will sell for $35 Canadian. $35 Canadian, that will cover the cost of the t-shirts and give a good generous donation to the charity. Now, I don't have a final amount on how much of the shirt cost will go to the charity. It'll be probably, I'm thinking more than 50% of that cost, or around half of that will go to the charity because I have to cover the cost of the shirts. But I'm working on a deal to save some money so that so more of that money can go to the charity. Now, everybody, of course, if you want to donate more, please do. If you want to buy a t-shirt and throw $50 my way for the t-shirt, I'll record that, and that's so helpful and so wonderful. It's just that $35 is the minimum for the shirt. Now, I will also have a donation page where you'll be able to set up and just donate dollars. So if you want to donate $5 or $10 or something like that, you can do that. You don't have to have the shirt or anything like that. Now, when I ship these shirts, everybody, I have to figure out what I'm going to do for shipping costs and all that. So just, remember, we're doing this for charity, and we want to make sure as much money can go to that charity as possible. So the more you can donate, the better. That'll help me out at the end, and I will do this all in a proper spreadsheet in the end so everybody can see exactly what went where and how much I could save. I'm really hoping the company that I'm working out with the shirts are going to give me a phenomenal deal. I think I'm going to get them close to half price, or maybe even more. So let's hope, I've pulled at the heartstrings with them a little bit, right? So so enough of the screenshots here of the shirt. Here's the live one of what I've got now. So we know this shirt here. And that was my prototype in the back here. A bit of dog hair on this one, sorry guys. So this is going to change a bit. I fixed this so the shirts won't have this washing in here. See this kind of outline that was left there? That's gone. There's more names on the shirt as well. We talked about that, and you can see that in the pictures that I was sharing there. There's more names, but the washout will be gone. On the front, there was a couple spots that I didn't clean up very well. Like, that's not a stain or anything. That's actually part of the image that I didn't erase properly down here. So I fixed that. So the shirts are great. They look really, really good. I'm really happy with how they are. Now, as of right now, they are going to be a black shirt, but depending on what people order, I'm going to ask if people want white or black. The black to me is the better choice because it's kind of like a rock star shirt. Like, this is if you were checking out a tour for, Guns N' Roses or Motley Crue or AC/DC or Led Zeppelin or something like that, and you'd have your or Rolling Stones, with the tongue or the logo on the front, and on the back you'd have the list of all the cities they were touring in. And if you want, as you get your stuff here, so for example, you guys know I have Vulcan and Pit Bullion, so I'm going to put a line straight through there and straight through there. I've got a Sal round. I've got lots of Zeke. I've got a Silver Saver bar. Oh, look at this. I need to get 100%. Don't I? Stacker. Hi-ho. I've got Kate Reed's artworks. I've got that. Oh, need to get a Coin Keeper. Sanchez did my sister's Winnie the Pooh. That was amazing. So the idea is you go through and you can do that if you want. You can just mark them off, or you can, maybe you don't want to do it that way. Maybe you want to put an X through them. But kind of back in the day, people would do this, or they mark them to say that, yeah, I did that city, I did that. You can check off all the people as you do it if you want, or not. Really up to you, right? But we want to have some fun with this. So please, everybody, if you can help out, I'm going to, basically what I'm going to do is I'll set up the donation to my PayPal again. And you'll see here, make a little bit of room here. So right here, top at canadiansilversaver@gmail.com. So if you donate to that, send it to PayPal, friends and family, please, so that I don't have to pay the fees on it. It is for charity. And then what will happen is when it is over, the walk is going to, when is the walk? I remember it is, let's see if I can find it. The walk is in about 7 weeks. So the idea is I'm going to run this for a month. That will hopefully give me enough time to run the charity, get the donations in, share it with everybody, and then I'm going to order the shirt. So please, it's going to take a couple of weeks once the charity is done for me to get the shirts and ship them to you. But it's all to keep costs down, everybody. These aren't so that I can just sell them and have them available. Maybe later I will do that. But it's to keep costs down, right? So I think that I think that's how I want the best way to do it. If I pre-order sizes, it's not going to keep the cost down for me at all. So look at this, vegan silver stack right now. I got Tomokos, I got the bear. I don't have Riley. I got Feli. I see Ikeo has his own pores now. So even though I have an Ikeo cube, I think I'm gonna not scratch that. I got Miss Vulcan. And of course I got lots of Beaver Bullion. And then there's more names just scratch off on there. That's awesome. So cool. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. I hope everybody else is going to have a lot of fun with this too. It's for a great cause. And I will update this consistently. So again, you can send your donations to canadiansilversaver@gmail.com right there. And friends and family. And I will obviously record that like last time. There is no giveaway at the end of this one, everybody. It actually complicates things a little bit with Canadian charities. But you can purchase the shirt. And then next week I will share my my team page, because we're going to show up. We all wear our shirts as a team, and we're going to walk a 5-kilometer walk. And we're also going to do this, everybody. I'm going to let you know, I'm going to do this in 3 separate cities. So I'm going to be walking over 15 kilometers. Myself, my family, my dog will do some of it, but he can't do all of it. So I'm going to put in, and I'm going to volunteer. I help them set up. I help them tear down. I help with food. So I promise you that I am going to not only, give respect, but it's to my community, right? So we stack, we protect our families and friends, we give back to our community, and we respect the people that are around us, right? So that's really what I'm trying to do here, everybody. Please help me out. My team goal is $2,000. Now that's after the cost of shirts. So let's see if we can do it. We got $1,400 last time. It's only $600 away, and we've got so many more viewers now, and it's a really great cause. So please help me out. All right, everybody. Thanks so much.